Mattel revealed their lineup of future Masterverse MOTU Origins and their new cartoon collection at SDCC 2023. And we have some special reveals of our own just for our viewers right now on Toy Habits Live. And before we go live, smash that like button, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss a beat. Hey everyone, welcome back to Toy Habits. I'm Michael.
And I'm the Toy Sorceress, and you're watching yet another special edition of Breaking News Toy Habits Live. How's it going, Michael?
It's going great. Things are just like 1-2 punch, fast and furious. Just keep it coming. And we've been going nonstop since yesterday. Well, maybe just this week.
I know. and today threw us for a little loop because we thought the thing that we're going to talk about, the MOTU SDCC 2023 panel, was supposed to be at 12:30, and they decided to start early.
Yeah, that caught me off guard because I was at Safeway grabbing something for lunch. So I had to hurry back and skip around, but I think we got all the high points.
Yes, we did. Yeah, I was grabbing some lunch too while that started, and so had to do a little bit of catch up, but we're here now.
We are here, and it looks like there are a lot of folks in the chat. So let's just say a quick hello to everyone. Hello. Okay. Sorry, it's on a little delay. All right, Jay, Damien, what is happening? 80s kid from the 90s. Love it. Smetty, all music fan is here. Andrew, the incredible giraffe. Dan the man, JJ, who was Fast and Furious and Johnny on the spot and texting us pictures. We really, really appreciate it, Jan. It's so freaking amazing of you to do that.
Yeah, Dan sent us some incredible photos, so thank you.
Bash Studios is here. Speaking Moistly is in the house. We have our awesome crew member, Brennan Barnes, Jamie, crew member, Daniel, pop actor. I love this. It's live, you MOTU flockers.
I love that.
We have Cobweb Collector, Too Bad Dad, Vex Doppel is in the house. What is up, my friend? A Punk with Toys. We got Cowabunga Dude, newest crew member, Todd Loves Toys. Nice to see you. Brian. We got Greg, and hopefully I got everybody. Steve, Chubby Teddy Monster Productions. I love that name. Love that. Javier, Daniel, I'm going to say your name again because you were firing off the super chats right off the bat. Serrano likes Fast and Furious. Shooter likes slow and steady. Awesome, Daniel. We have Craze Colonel, and let's welcome our newest member, Doug Joy, to the Toy Habits crew. Thank you so much, Doug, for joining. Welcome. Very nice of you to support us like this. Night Train, Nelson. Retro,
that is awesome. Welcome, Doug.
Yes, Retro Boy 1357, Bethany calling or watching from across the pond, and Alf. And I think that is everyone. So
yeah, yes. we missed flashing the names because there's that comment stuck on the screen.
Oh, which one?
Yeah, Colonel, Crazy Colonel is stuck on Yo.
Oh, I'm seeing something different. So, yeah. Oh, we lost the Toy Sorceress. This is what happens when you're live. You get happy accidents or things that are very unfortunate, like losing.
My screen decided to crash.
It's like, where'd you go?
I didn't go anywhere. Just all of a sudden it clicked off. I didn't even touch anything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's another fun day for MOTU. Like Giraffe says, Bash Studios, hey Toy Habits. I posted the community post for what the hashtag what the flock. All right.
Awesome. Gotta love it.
Okay. Very cool. Ooh, Rob 2023 is in the house. Very nice friend of the channel as well. So all right, let's dive in, everyone, because all this stuff was coming fast and furious, and we just finished this article not too long ago, so we are reacting to the latest breaking news like everyone else, but got some really cool photos of some new Masterverse figures, and also, to everyone's delight, they finally see Cyclone, so we do not have to hear about him again
Anymore.
in the comments anymore.
Exactly. This is hot off the presses. Some exciting new reveals. So they did recap what we've already seen from yesterday's both Masterverse and Origins displays. So we're going to feature today what the new items are that were newly revealed. And as you remember, there were those little silhouettes in each of the display cases. And so these are the 4 new figures that were revealed. But we'll talk about lots of stuff that happened today. But this is what we're featuring.
Yes, yes, and of course, the toy sorceress has a special surprise a special reveal if you want to stick around to the end too. So
yeah,
yes, we are happy to talk MOTU. So let's start off with new Eternia Trapjaw. Now, what do you think about this guy, toy sorceress?
So he looks great. Much better than the one for the Revelation cartoon. That one always had a little bit of a weird body proportion and only a face a mother could love. Because if you opened up his jaw, the bottom mandible, he had that big tongue, like, he's sticking out, and you couldn't unsee that after. So I have him still, but this version of Trapjaw is like your quintessential classic Trapjaw. So I'm very happy that they're coming out with him. What did you think, Michael?
I love the design. The head sculpt is so much better than the other one, and it's funny because I bought 2 of those Trapjaws because I was like, are they gonna make another one? I'm like, probably not. This was like kind of earlier on in the line, before they started firing on all cylinders and making a bumload of new Eternia figures. But I do like it. I love the face sculpt, the helmet, the belt is really cool. It's got kind of a crackled crossbone design on it. And I think we got oh yeah, here's another I was able to dig up another image that somebody posted as well. I think these might be from Pixel Dan, but I'm not sure. But really interesting. There's a like a bluish color on one of the straps, and so it kind of makes it's not like all black, which is interesting.
Yeah, I actually really like that because it has some variation to it, and it makes him look much more interesting to have. Like it looks more, I guess, realistic, if you want to call it that. To have like different pieces of his strap, chest armor, or whatever you want to call. So I really like that it wasn't just all black. That's a really nice added touch.
Totally is.
Yeah, and then if you notice his belt too, where the skull and crossbones are, it's got like variation in the color as well. It's not just like solid green. So that looks wonderful too.
It looks amazing. Getting a lot of positive comments in the chat. Trapjaw looks sweet. Awesome Trapjaw. Trapjaw looks great. And of course, Unicron's left nut with the frog face comment.
Well, Trapjaw always had a frog face, kind of, right? He is green.
Yeah. Cowabunga dude, nothing new about him. I mean, the sculpt is different. I mean, that's pretty much really what we're reacting to. But yeah, I think he looks awesome.
Yeah, and there's little tones of metallic accents in his paint, like on the more mechanical part of his left arm, and then the green accents on the pads on his thighs. They kind of look kind of metallic-y green. So I like how there's a variation of color and paint finish.
Oh, totally. Speaking Moistly now can start complaining about flocking Rio Blast instead of Cyclone. Awesome. Javier, yeah, this is a Masterverse figure. He is in the new Eternia line. And so we also got a shot of the box, which we'll take a look at in a sec.
And the interesting thing is he has a sword now. And I wonder where he got that from. It's in his back.
Here's was able to grab a photo of it in the booth, so it has his accessories down here too. So yeah, it's got a sword, his laser cannon, a hook, and you can see that bitey pincher claw too. That's so cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we get to see
I like how the upper part's like larger than the bottom part.
Yes. Yeah, they really did a nice job on the arm design here.
Yeah.
It's looking so. All right, this I'm really reacting to this for the first time because I really haven't studied it that much.
Do you want to
Uh,
zoom in on it?
yeah, there's not
So
a
we can see
lot
it?
of heft in his
Yeah,
kind of
that's really
lower,
thin.
I guess where your bicep would be, right?
Hmm.
What do you think about
I
that?
mean, if you're thinking about like engineering wise, that's like a really weak point. It should have been like a little beefier
Yeah.
to hold up that ginormous hinge he has at his elbow, right?
Oh, totally. Totally. Yes. And
Like
you design
his
things for a
wrist
living.
area, his lower arm is like thicker than his upper arm. It's kind
Yeah.
of odd.
Yeah. Looks a little strange, but it's not gonna
Mhm.
make me from, I'll still buy it.
Oh, of course not. I'm so glad he doesn't have a weird tongue also uh, coming out
Yeah.
of his face.
Yeah. It's great in this one. They actually opened up his jaw so you can see
Yeah,
what it looks like, which is, yeah,
yeah,
he looks awesome.
that's great. Love it.
Um, Stanley's Toy Channel, what is up? Very nice crew member who just joined recently. Let's
Hello.
see. Oh, and the man-child's in here too. Trap jaw looked awesome. The claw and the weapon can replace the jaw, or the claw on the weapon can replace the jaw. Awesome.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, very cool.
Awesome.
Let's see. Let's see. Do I have a picture of his? Oh yeah, here's his
Oh yeah, his
box they
box.
had
Mhm.
on display too, which was right next to Skeletex. So you can see the new Eternia branding and loving the new Masterverse style boxes. They really upped their game on this
Mhm.
one.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they did a fantastic job. And during the panel, they did show projected on the screen like the backside of the art as well, and it just looks fantastic. It's wrapped around the entire part of the box. So
Bash Studios has something to share. Who wants to know something sad? I kind of had to maybe rage. Uh-oh.
oh no.
I haven't gotten down to the comments if he spilled the beans yet. So, but no, he hasn't yet. So, yeah, if you feel
Oh
like
no.
sharing and everybody else, we can all rage together. So this is what it's about: raging as a community, uh, you know, and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Let us know.
Definitely agree with you, man child. The boxes are
Mhm.
so much cooler now. Be
Mhm.
great for doing reviews.
Yeah, and they mentioned that the main part of the accessories were going to be packed on the plastic so you can see it through the window. And then the extra accessories were going to come in like a little baggie inside the box and make it easier for you to store away the extra accessories you're not using. That's kind of cool.
Oh yes, I do remember this, Bash. All of the vintage Origins guys are flocking Mattel Creations right now. So what they said in the panel was they are going to be re-releasing the past Origins figures, and so they're only going to be
Hmm.
putting those on Mattel Creations right now. They're not, I guess, they're not technically the exclusives that we're used to, but they're going to
Yeah.
be just the repack figures, kind of like that merman that we saw on
Hmm.
that preview night, right? Which said like fans'
Yeah,
choice or something like that.
exactly.
So
But I think, and maybe Bash Studios is a little confused because I heard it a little differently. I thought they said that the Filmation line and the Masterverse figures were going to be mainline and retail release, and that they're calling the Vintage Origins line, so like the other things like Extendar and Cyclone were going to be on Mattel Creations. But maybe I misunderstood
yeah,
because they're saying they were going to focus on Filmation. And that's going to be out, in general release, and then these other figures were going to be part of Mattel Creations because, as we already know, we have Lady Slither and Fangor that were supposed to be Mattel Creations exclusives.
yeah,
So we got those two already dialed in,
yeah.
right?
And guys,
Yeah.
do what Pop Actor says. Watch your flocking language, or else YouTube is going to ding us and take us down. So, just kidding.
Yeah.
Unicron's left nut. They better re-release Triclops. Better flocking re-release Triclops for Origins. Yeah, I think that's one that people want. But what do you think of the accessories here?
I think they look great. All Music Fan, by the way, says that I guess I heard it correctly in terms of what they were going to be releasing, which makes sense.
Yeah,
I think they look really good. I love that there's variation and paint colors on the weapons, that they added some added detail, and it's kind of going back to what MOTU Classics did, and they're adding that extra bit of detail in the weapons, not just giving you a plastic colored weapon. So that's lovely. I love that. Even the laser gun has like a couple, added paint details on it. Looks great.
Oh yeah, it looks really awesome. Do we know where this sword is from?
I'm trying to think back. No.
Does anyone in the chat know where
Maybe
this sword is from? I'm gonna see if I can find any information in that leaked article that we published, because we did publish the new Eternia Trapjaw leak and some of the concept art. So I'm
absolutely.
just trying to see.
Dan the Man JJ, want to give you a big thanks and shout out for sending us all these incredible photos. Can't do this without you. We appreciate all your help. And this has been a flocking insane SDCC. That is for sure.
Oh, it totally has. All right, let me just get this here. All right, I want to see if there's anything in the concept art. So here is actually where the concept art came from. So, I think this particular Trapjaw looks a lot more like a lot less like his concept art and more along the lines of his classics design. So, but yeah, I'm sure the Battle Ram blog probably knows where this came from.
I'm really glad, because Trapjaw is one of Trapjaw is one of the few characters, like the main characters that I don't have in MOTU Classics, because he's just way too expensive. So I'm so glad that Masterverse is coming out with this one.
Oh, thank you so much, Carlos, who runs the amazing MOTU Origins and WWE Superstars Facebook group. They said that it's Sword of the Ancients. So that's awesome. So cool to know.
We got to give a huge thank you to Extendar. You were featured today, by the way, my man. You're getting an awesome figure. Thank you for the $10 super chat. You rock. Extendar, aka Tower of Power, is here. Nice. Welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for that. And we can't be happier to have you coming to the MOTU Origins line. So that's awesome.
That's really cool. Oh yeah, I do remember hearing this from the panel. We have Alf saying, they said as far as the Filmation toys, the packages will say where and what episode each accessory is from. That's amazing, because we try and dig up all this stuff. So when it's handed to you like that, it just makes our life easier.
Oh my God. Yeah. Especially like finding obscure items in cartoon, episodes. Super 7 does it a lot with their accessories, and it like drives me crazy. It's like we're trying to do a review and I'm like, what the hell is this like thing? Right? Totally. Especially like the Thundercats. Oh my God. Like they had like a million accessories. Those are real hard to nail them all down. Unicorn's left net. And this is on the concept art you were just showing there.
I know, right? I know somebody doing whoever, I forget who did this illustration. Possibly. It was Colin Bailey in '82. Actually, I just saw this. Just furiously putting chest hair on him.
Cowabunga dude says, "Wow, they should have flocked Trapjaw's chest." I love that.
Yeah, that is so cool. But really, really dig in this new Masterverse, new Eternia figure. Really, really like it a lot.
Yeah,
and he's going to be replacing that other Trapjaw that I got. So it'll be.
Mine too. Nelson A says, "Doesn't the new Eternia Trapjaw's shoulder look like what Mondo did?"
Yeah,
I think he's right. Yeah,
a little bit. Thank you so much, Manchild, for the super sticker. That is very generous of you. I'm sure everybody in the chat knows about the Manchild review channel, but it is awesome. He actually has a review of the elusive Master of Disguise, Mossman.
I loved your review of Mossman, by the way, Manchild. I was living vicariously through you because I so love that figure.
Yeah, thank you
we
so
have
much.
Yet to see him. Yeah.
Very nice of you. Yeah.
And you know what's great? The Manchild actually ordered that from what's the company overseas that you found the listing for, the one that has a funny name?
I forget.
We did an article. God, it's like on the top of my tongue.
So was it the whole shebang?
Yeah, the whole shebang.
Okay.
So Manchild ordered it from the whole shebang. It's now sold out, and I never heard of them really before, and it showed up in his door. He got
That's
it. Now he has
amazing.
Mossman. I am so happy for you.
He made a trip all the
That's
way across
awesome.
the pond.
Yeah, Mossy came across the pond and entertained all of us. Carlos says that actually the Sword of the Ancients is the one that Origins He-Man was holding, not Trapjaw.
Okay.
The Filmation He-Man had the two swords in his hand, and I guess one of them is the Sword of Ancients. But we will find out what that sword is for Trapjaw. I'll let you guys know.
Yes, totally agree with you, Popped Actor. The man-child is a very nice guy. And we're not just saying that because he gave us a super chat.
Super nice. And then All Music Fan says that Pixel Dan will be posting his interview with Josh Graham at Mattel, and so that's the head of the marketing team there, to confirm everything. So hopefully he'll ask some follow-up questions, and maybe he'll get some more information out of them. You know, I was curious, at the end of that panel, there was a Q&A, and you know, I think one person asked about like pop figures coming, and I was hoping that somebody was going to ask about Powers of Grayskull, and they didn't. But
if we were there, we would have.
Oh, totally.
That's right. That's awesome. I'm just going to gloss over this this next pick really quickly. We got an updated image of Movie Evil Lynn, so you can kind of see some of the more truer colors of the figure, and it's really interesting. It's a lot pinker, or whatever that it's like.
Yes.
Pink. Lot pinker than I thought she would be.
Mm-hmm. It is, but the face sculpt looks much better now that I can see it close up, right?
Yeah. So yeah, she's very highly detailed, and I think we also got some images of her. They also flashed some images of her packaging too, but I actually don't have that up. Also got a newer image of Skeletech, which you can kind of see the whole figure there. It's a much better picture. So you can see all the colors are coming out because they're not under all those weird lights in the Mattel booth.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I like these ones a lot.
Yeah, he looks great. And now we know that Skeletech is spelled with a K. Right? T-E-K. Skeletech.
It just says Skeletor on the box. So
no, it said Skeleton. I saw it on the package.
Oh, you did? Okay. Thought it just said Skeletor, but I was like, wait. But good.
It's just because we were asking yesterday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's good. I think I was spelling it with a CH in the beginning, and then I changed them all to a K.
It's totally fine. I didn't even look how it's spelled in our article. I just remember what I saw in the box.
That's funny.
So if it is misspelled, we'll fix it afterward.
Let's see. We have a question from All Music Fan Michael or Torsorcious. Do you know what accessory Filmation Trapjaw is holding in his in the display in his left hand? What is that one?
So Filmation Trapjaw had he had like a. And I took a note. I took notes of this. Give me a second.
Yeah, no worries.
I will get that for you.
I can see if I can bring up the.
He has
the Origins one too while we're looking at it. So let's see.
I wrote that.
Yeah, I was wondering that too because
I did.
Let's see. Oh, here, let me just drag this over and we'll do it live.
It was like a God. I thought I took notes on that too. Shoot.
That's all right. But man, just looking at it,
he had a like a little ray gun in his hands, and I think that was like a blast effect for it.
Oh, nice.
Very Hover cool. Ray. Oh, wait, that's for Beastman, not to. I think they have him in the wrong spot. That accessory, I think, was supposed to come, or maybe they were talking about it in the wrong place. But it's like the blast effect for the hover ray gun that's sitting behind him. That's all that is.
Okay. Well, Alf thinks it's the Eternium from the Double-Edged Sword episode. So hey, this is why we do it live.
Well, maybe I have it wrong. I thought that blast effect was supposed to be them for Beastman. One of the two. I have the notes for Beastman that he came with the ray gun, and there was like a little thing sticking out of it. So I don't know if there's a mistake.
I don't know.
in terms of
But
what he's holding.
but he looks awesome. All right. Are we
He
all
does.
ready to move on to MOTU Origins?
Yes, let's do it.
All right.
And you'll see what I'm talking about when we get there.
Extendar, y'all. This looks awesome. Looks
Oh my
so
god.
great.
So Extendar, they said that the head and the torso actually extend out of the body, which is awesome. And then he should maintain his, changeability of parts. So I'm assuming there's a little peg at the bottom of that, or maybe it's stuck together. That part I'm not sure, but I know that it extends. It probably extends up into his torso, so it probably does clip at the bottom of his waist. And then the arms and the legs are attachments. So that's how they were able to do that, because they wanted to maintain their articulation at the elbows and knees. And so that was the only way that they were able to retain that, is to have the arm and legs be attachments rather than actually extending out from the figure.
Nice.
To make you all feel better.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Extendar says he is perfection, and they also stuck him in the Mattel booth too, which is great because you can actually see some of the details on the face as well. Very angular, and he looks amazing. I'm so glad that they are retaining, some things like the articulation, because it's what the Origins line is all about.
Yes, and now that you're going to look at your screen, you'll realize why I'm kind of like totally cracking up.
I love it.
Giraffe, I don't even know if I can read this out loud. It's not the only thing extended right now. It's an awesome figure. You're so serious, like looking at it, like focused, and I was sitting here like losing it.
That's hilarious. Nod to his vintage design, with the I don't know, all the details on his shield and stuff. So what are we thinking? Deluxe on this guy because of all the removable parts and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Deluxe, and he's going to be on Mattel Creations. So this is going to be a great figure.
Yes, absolutely. I love that they put
one of the vintage I don't own.
Oh, awesome.
Do you have this one, Michael?
I do. Yeah, it's the like, I don't know what kind of paint they used back in the day, but it must have some bronze in it, because all of the pictures, and also mine, the gloves are patina, so they're coming out green.
That's that the notorious, like gold paint syndrome of the 80s, which a lot of the figures had that problem. And especially, I have a vintage She-Ra, and all her gold paint is doing that, so it's probably the exact same mix. Want to say big hello to the Baroness of Toys. Thanks for joining, Baroness. Thank you for being an awesome crew member and a huge supporter and help behind the scenes with Toy Habits. So welcome.
Yes,
to
thank
the
you.
Chat.
What is up, Baroness of Toys?
Big shout out. That's awesome. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah, he looks really good. And finally, he's coming to the line. I guess all of these newer figures have just all this new tooling, which is great.
So. Yeah, new tooling. And I love that his friggin' silver plastic is not all marbly looking. Like, they finally seem to have figured that out. Not that isn't cool in certain accessories.
Yeah.
But he looks so much better with kind of a nice, solid silver look to him.
Awesome. All right. Cool. All right. So next reveal was Cyclone, which looks unreal. I love this thing. It's so cool.
He is so cool. I love his bright yellow colors, and he comes with, I don't know what you want to call it, but that little red, like spinning effect thingy. This is the same item that came with the MOTU Classics version that you clip on his back. So, it just kind of gives him that, hey, I'm spinning around kind of effect, which is really cool.
Yeah, it is very cool. Let me bring up another picture that was taken, I think, right after the panel. I think Pixel Dan took these. Love these like Cyclone attachments here, and it looks like you can take the hands off and then plug them in right there, which is awesome.
So it's supposed to look like his hands are spinning in circles and like creating a little tornado, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's just like the art from the vintage MOTU, which is cool. Or like, or also how he was illustrated too on those packages when we got those teases too.
Yeah, and there's a famous scene in the Filmation cartoon where he's flying by and he's got this little, tornadoes coming off his hands. So that's awesome.
Yes,
and so Michael,
yeah,
he's got his lenticular sticker, which is really cool looking. It looks great.
Yeehaw.
He is. And did you want to explain to the team, or I could do it, how he retained his action feature?
Go for it.
Okay, so they wanted to make sure that Cyclone had his interchangeable parts, and you can disconnect them everywhere. So what they did was, in order for his action feature to still work, you lift them up a little bit off of his torso, and then once it gets like clipped up, then you can start spinning him around and he starts to spin. So I don't know if there's like a 2-stage, like lifting them up if you want to take them totally apart to do the changeability, but he retained his action feature that way. I think that's really awesome. If he didn't have his action feature, I would have been bummed. I'm so glad he did. And yes, he does spin, Cough Actor. So that's how he spins. They actually showed them spinning him at the panel. Want to give a big thank you and shout out to Snell's World. Thanks for the $2 super chat. It's very nice of you. And Snell's World says, can't wait to get movie Evelyn cartoon versions. Yeah, that would be very, very cool.
Yes, yeah, we got the movie Evelyn for the Masterverse, but yeah, the cartoon version would be amazing. There's so much they can do. There's so much that they can do.
Go ahead. Oh yeah, totally. And exactly at the pop-up is ways for it to work.
Let's see. Does he come with his vintage?
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
We were both clicking.
Does he come with the yellow shield like the vintage? I don't. Does he?
I think he did have a shield. It's just not shown there. It was in where they showed the sketch of him, his concept sketches with all the parts.
Yeah.
So he had his shield there. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I can see if I can look that up because I am right in this article. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, let me just get this drug in real quick. So yeah, you are right. He has this little shield that is shown down here, and I can't really read the copy on this, but yeah, it's kind of shows the kind of schematic of what makes up Cyclone.
Exactly. So that's really awesome. I love that.
Yeah, very cool. I love the Mattel panels that they give you all this extra info, and something that they could have done in the booth was, maybe like for the figures like this, like putting, having two versions, like one Cyclone where he has his hands here, and then another one that is, that has his effects on him. But just looking at the
like they did with Lady Slither because she was in half.
Yeah, you can see like some of the paint is kind of off the little joint here. This is probably a very early prototype of the figure.
Yeah, they said it was.
Yeah, which is cool. What do you think about the kind of the bluer? Are these blue things coming off of him, like off of his arms?
They're on his shoulders, like right here. That's how the vintage had them as well.
Oh, right.
I don't know if you have yours in front of you, but yeah.
I don't. Let's see.
I have mine in the other room. But yeah.
He looks amazing. I'm so glad that they retained his action feature too.
I know. So excited. That's gonna be so. It's like one of those like fidget toys. You can just sit there and spin Cyclone like all day long at your desk.
Oh, totally.
I love that.
That is awesome. And then the Instagram page MOTU Revolution did a comparison of the face, which I thought was really interesting. So the vintage figure looked a lot like a blue He-Man face, but this new design looks drastically different once you have them side by side. What do you think about the face mold?
It's different. It's not bad. It's just different. It looks like his head is a little bit shortened a little bit. And the other design looked like his face was a little more elongated. So that's part of the proportions are different. And also the eyes are kind of a little bit more angular, I think, on the new one. And the color is much more of a powdery blue, I guess, rather than the teal color of the original. But that could also
Yeah.
be the lighting.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's funny. When I first saw this, I was like, it looks a lot like the original one, but once you have them side by side, you can see the differences here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So very cool. Very happy to get him finally in the line. Yeah, also the belt design is cool. It's got a little carved out like planet of Saturn in there too, which is neat.
Giraffe says he's been eating way too much McDonald's in the new. I guess
Oh, that sounds
his
really
face is
good.
a little more chubbier.
Yeah. That's funny. He's
Yeah,
got a little COVID face on him now.
exactly.
That's very cool. All right. Our next one is the Filmation Beastman, and I need to drag these guys over because I forgot to load them in. But
No
really
problem.
amazing job that they did with Beastman. Like this figure could not have come out better.
Oh my god! This was the figure that I was most excited about out of all the reveals today. Was this Filmation Beastman? I absolutely love how he came out, and I love the fact that they have changed the torso and leg design and kind of straightened him up a little bit, so he's not
Yeah.
as squat. Because it really looks much more like the Filmation cartoon. Baroness of Toys. I love Beastie. Yeah, so do I. He looks great. This Beastman is epic. They nailed his face sculpt. He looks like he stepped out of the cartoon series. I mean, he's just great. What do you think of
Oh,
him, Michael?
totally. Oh my gosh, I love him and totally share everybody's enthusiasm for him. I love this. He's got his J Mac complete with whip, upside down whip. Awesome.
I know. So you see behind Beastman, that's that Ray device that I was talking about. So
Yeah.
I don't know if the what Trapjaw has it on his hands is supposed to be a blast effect for that. I don't know if they maybe got something mixed up in there. I have no idea,
Yeah,
but
maybe.
because it looked like from the illustration that he had like a little blast thing coming out of the ray gun. So I don't know if it's supposed to come with one.
I love the community. Cobweb Collector, Beastman's pouring out one for the homies. He's like,
Yes, he is. That's great. It does look like a tap.
yeah, it totally does. Great reference to the late Tupac Shakur's pull out some liquor. Love it. Late to the game, mad at arms. You are never late. You're just early for the next one. It's all good.
Pop Actor's right, and I showed you guys this yesterday. He does look like the Filmation or the Super 7 version of the figures. They really nailed the head sculpt on those two, and I love. Can you zoom in just a little bit more to his face? There you go.
Yeah, let's get a better picture of him.
Baroness of Toys. He is so orange and adorable, Filmation perfection. He looks great. I love his armor, his chest armor, and his shoulder armor. I guess that's all brand new sculpt because obviously it's very much more simplified to look animated, right?
Totally. Yeah, they're doing a bang up job with these cartoon designs. Like I was worried about them at first, but now seeing what these look like, these are amazing. These are so good. There's so much they can do, and I'm so looking forward to future videos that we can make around what we could see in the Filmation line now with all of the stuff coming out. So excited.
I am like super excited. I'm surprised. Like, okay, so last year or this year was year of the Snake Man, and then we thought, okay, they're going to Powers of Grayskull. I guess we were totally thrown for a loop because they said they're going to be focusing on Filmation and then doing, still the more vintage characters throughout the line. But boy, did we got surprised. Of course, we knew there was Filmation coming to Origins because we did report those leaks. I just didn't realize that they were going to be like focusing in on that for next year. So that is a pleasant surprise because I think they look great.
Yeah, they look amazing, and that was a surprise to me too because I thought they would just kind of intermix the cartoon versions in the original ways, but I guess we are winding down the original like vintage figures really soon, right? And so I think they could probably do that in these upcoming waves, and then just maybe focus on the cartoon versions from now on.
Absolutely. And that's a brilliant way to refresh old characters that maybe some people didn't get the chance to buy when the line was new. It was harder to find a lot of these old characters because they were Walmart exclusives.
Yeah.
And then, they weren't really re-released. So it's great to reintroduce the main set of figures or the main characters into the line into the beginning, but now they're refreshed, they look different, and you'll want to collect them anyway. Big hello to Joe Coleman, one of our awesome crew members who just logged in. Hello,
what is up,
Joe?
Joe?
And I put another Easter egg behind me, Joe, if you can see it.
That's awesome. Randall says, will this be the way that they can use the She-Ra characters in the Filmation waves? That is a good thought, my friend. I love that. We would totally love Filmation She-Ra characters as well. So
it's actually a brilliant way for them to incorporate the Princess of Power figures, because the vintage figures, as you know, Origins always harkens back to what the vintage figures look like. The difference is the vintage Princess of Power figures were more kind of doll-like action figures with rooted hair, and they were totally different body style, just a totally different figure type altogether. And I think if they make them more Filmation style, that's going to be a way for them to integrate them and make sense with what the line looks like in terms of the actual Origins figures. So that's a brilliant move, Mattel.
Brilliant. Pop Actor was mad at Filmation as a kid, complaining that they did not look like my figures on TV. Well, how many years later, 40 years later, they finally corrected this just for you, Mr. Pop Actor. So.
There you go.
All right, can you break this down again? Jesus just tuned in. Is it true Origins is going to be the Mattel Creations exclusives?
No, what they said was that they're going to be focusing in on the cartoon collection, if you want to call it, the Filmation style characters. Those are going to be available for mainline release, where we normally buy them at all our fan channel websites, Target, Walmart, all that kind of stuff. But what they said was that they're going to intersperse more of the vintage Origins characters still in the line, and those are going to be on Mattel Creations. But that makes sense because they're a little bit more specialized deep cuts now. Like we have Lady Slither and Fangor, and they're going to be Mattel Creations figures. But I'm hoping, the last few releases were a bit easier to get. I think they're learning their lesson and making them with much more quantities available. And I actually find it, to me, if you're on top of it, when they're going to be put up for sale, way more easier to go and be like, okay, they're released this morning. I'm going to order mine, and then I don't have to worry about hunting it down in a store. So with the deep cuts, it's the easiest way to get it, and we'll just hope that they make the proper quantities and everyone won't have a problem getting them.
Yeah, I hope not. Pop Actor 40 years later, thanks for making me feel old. You're welcome. Happy to do it. Happy Friday. Oh boy. All right. Well, okay, so they also had Beastman's card art or carded figure too in the booth. So we have a picture of that too. And really, I'm really digging this card art. It's so like colorful, and I love the way that they designed this with a big 80s burst on it. Love it.
I know. That is awesome. I love this new card art. That's exactly the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Filmation logo, the opening sequence of the cartoon series. When you see He-Man lift his sword aloft and say those magic words, that is the scene behind him. And with the angle that you can see Castle Grayskull looming up above him and the blue sky, I think this was a brilliant packaging move on their part, because it just, you look at it and you're like, okay, Filmation cartoon, this is awesome.
Totally.
And I get the rights issues, and they called it the cartoon collection, but using that rainbow, the rainbow design on the logo was brilliant. So what do you think of it, Michael?
I really dig it. Like I don't have many of these on card. The only ones that I have on card are the Mattel Creations exclusive, and they look very different. They're some of them are very different from the original like burst, because they have extra illustrations on them. So I think these will go very well with that. So Yeah, it's very cool. Just also wanted to welcome Douglas Gann as a new Toy Habits crew member. Thank you so much for joining the crew, and thank you for the support. It's very, very cool of you to do that. Thank you so much, and welcome.
Welcome, Doug. We're so happy to have you, Douglas. That is awesome.
Yes, very cool of you. Thank you so much. And
Thank you
all
for
right,
joining.
we have a question from
That Beastman is sick, as the kids say. Yes, it is, Joe. Love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Many of you here are old also. No, we're not, Rick. Come on. Come on.
We're all around the same age. But that's cool. But we're having fun, right? This
Of course.
is awesome.
Of course.
Todd loves toys. I will keep the Filmation figures mint on card. I'm gonna have to just buy 2 of them. They're just making them look so cool.
Yeah. All right. So who here pre-ordered Motherboard? So I think the chat's lighting up with folks who did, but it's funny because I think I was busy just trying to update stuff on the site, and it was 9:15, and then one we have our good friend Neil Hunter Hyde was like, "Hey, did you order your Motherboard?" And I was like, "Oh, holy flock!"
Oh, you forgot because we were busy doing stuff, right?
I was like, "Oops!" But I was able to order her, so I'm excited.
Oh, that's good. I don't know. Oh, Joe did just pre-order Flock. No, Dan the Man's. Actually, I didn't order Motherboard either. I'm not a fan.
It's I don't know. I think she's beautiful. She's a big hunk of plastic with a big price tag.
Exactly. I'm
So
saving all of that towards my cat's lair.
yeah,
I
you
can have
know what?
a huge
I think
chunk of plastic.
we were talking yesterday, like if you like the things that you're passing up probably equal in total
Yeah,
what your cat's lair purchase is going to be. So
exactly.
let's see. Floor boss, you couldn't pay me to touch these Filmation figs on card. I gotta, yeah, or to keep them on card. I guess maybe you're gonna have to buy 2 if you want to keep them on card.
Well,
So.
that's the brilliant move. I mean, they made them that beautiful that people are going to buy 2 of each if they're so inclined because they're going to want to keep them just like that.
Oh, Giraffe, R.I.P. Eldor and Sharella and Dino's Filmation killed the powers of Grayskull. Yeah, we were totally like stoked because we're like, oh yeah, they're gonna introduce the powers of Grayskull in 2024 is gonna be the powers of Grayskull. We're like, you know what? Maybe 2025 now, but
Yeah,
maybe that will help fund it.
I want to put one little thing out there.
Do it.
So their marketing team did say that they're going to have more reveals in the fall.
All right.
For things coming out next year and
awesome.
For the spring releases. So don't put it past them. They might have another little subline going at the same time. You never know.
Yes.
Right?
Never know. What do you think of all of these reveals here?
You got 2. Sorry, I just had to. This is something that Jay loves to say on Geek Dead Live. He got 2.
That's funny.
I love the reveals from today. We were talking about this yesterday, and we both agreed that last Filmation character had to be Beastman, and he just met or exceeded all of my expectations in terms of what he looks like. I'm super happy. They did a spectacular job.
Yes.
Extendar and Cyclone are 2 awesome other reveals for the Origins line. I'm so glad. Cyclone, it was just like about time that he finally came out. We were waiting, and we've been waiting for so long, but he's gonna look so cool on the shelf because of the bright or yellow colors and the blue. Can't wait for that freaking trap jaw. I've been actually looking at classics figures for a while, and I was like, oh, he's so expensive.
Yeah.
I'm so glad this one's coming out.
Yes.
What do you think of him,
interesting.
Michael?
James says Rio Blast is in the Revolution trailer, probably going to come to the Masterverse line, which actually that's actually what I was doing this morning when I was asleep at the wheel for the Motherboard pre-order. I was actually rounding up all of the Revelation kind of sneak peek teases. We'll just put them in here just for fun. But yes, Rio Blast did show up in the MOTU Revolution sneak peek that they were showing. And what I did was I uploaded the videos, and we have them here on the website too. If you haven't seen the videos that they put out, they're really, really cool. So like they have Rio Blast, King Randor, Snout Spout makes an appearance. Also,
Randy is there.
Randy, yes, Randy's
Randy's
Randy.
Randy. I can't do it as good as Michael does.
That's all right. We have Skeletech in animated form, which is amazing. And who else do we got? Oh yeah, Too Bad got sucked in by Motherboard. So it's with a Skeletech's ram's head gauntlet that he has. He
looks like he's getting, digitized.
Yep. Yeah. I hope that we see they'll probably reuse the Too Bad one that they already had and maybe motherboard them up for this one. But yeah, we were and here's some amazing pictures that the Toy Sorceress took when the first New Eternia release was out. Got a really nice picture of Hordak, so we're probably going to get an updated version of Hordak too, which is awesome.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah, there's Orko in his resurrected outfit like we saw in the booth. Oh yeah, here he is. And oh yeah, there's Snout Spout, which we saw already. Scareglow is also featured in here, and I would not put it past them to make a third version of him as well.
Yeah, they really have to do a New Eternia version of Scareglow, I think.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I would really want them to not do a Revolution version of him, because everyone's clamoring for like a classic Scareglow, because he's a fortune also on the aftermarket for the classics one. That's another one I haven't bought yet.
Yes. Yeah, we definitely need that Techno Whiplash and Too Bad. So yeah, I actually thought that when they were releasing Whiplash that he would be a Techno Cult variant first versus New Eternia. So I guess with the release that they have now, they could basically throw in a soft goods outfit for him and call it good.
Exactly.
Who else? Oh yeah, Rio Blast made an appearance, and yes, King Randor, and this really interesting like mech suit. So I took some screenshots. There's Andra riding the Sky Sled, and like I was like, this kind of looks like Samus from Metroid. It's like,
oh my god, you're totally right. They I think they not ripped it off, but got inspired.
Yeah,
inspired by it.
Or it's like the Hulkbuster suit from the Marvel side of the house. So but yeah, interesting. I don't know if they'll actually make something like this. They haven't made any vehicles or anything for the Revelation series, so maybe the Revolution.
I mean, it's a different. 7-inch scale issue, and what do they do? Because then the vehicles get too big. But if they do, more personal sized vehicles, I think it's a lot more doable. But don't give us like a ton of Ram cycles. I know that's G.I. Joe. I'm making a joke.
I know, right? Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted because I am on the hunt for what Miss Bethany Beth said. Sorry, this is not MOTU, but the Haslab Ghost is on Hasbro Pulse. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're
gonna have to go look at that.
So sorry.
No, you're totally fine. That's why I was flashing comments up on the screen from our amazing chat here.
Oh my gosh.
They're gonna go for a Whopper after.
Oh my gosh, $500. It's a vintage collection Star Wars Ghost. $500. Holy flock.
You know what? I am so relieved I'm not buying that. Like, I'm relieved I'm not buying that.
Wow. This thing looks massive. If this is a 3 3/4 inch figure or 4-inch figure in here, this thing is going to be massive. Like the Razor Crest was massive, but this thing is going to be insane. But gosh, it looks really good. Why are they doing this? It looks
cool, but oh god. Well, okay, here's the question for you, Michael.
What?
$500 Ghost or $650 Cat's Lair?
Which
one do you pick?
I might pick the Cat's Lair over this, but oh man. Good. All right. I got 47 days to figure this out. So. Anyway, sorry to derail Joe. Only flock times 2. Yeah. I think this is going to split people because
Mhm.
yeah, it is a lot of money, and also the
Yep.
Ghost it's from the new media, it's from the Star Wars Rebels cartoon, but there's also the Ahsoka live action series coming out on Disney Plus, so I'm sure that this is going to
Mhm.
be featured in there as well. Toy Bounty Hunter, it's 2 inches
Yep.
shy of 3 feet long, because I needed I needed to get some scale in here, but
Oh
that's
my
crazy.
god.
My gosh,
Wow.
it looks really good though.
It does. Hey, Michael, speaking of the Cat's Lair, I see a couple little new images on here because I was just going to check in to see what it was at, and it's showing something that's really cool. And I don't think anyone has seen this, but just let you guys know where it's at in backers. That's what I was trying to get the number on
Oh
here.
yeah,
Here it is, 952.
awesome.
There are some screen inserts. If I can share that real quick.
Oh yeah, just take over the sharing, and we can
It'll
put
take
the.
one second to show you guys because this is just like freaking awesome.
Oh wow,
And I
I
don't
think
think
I
anybody
might.
has seen this yet. And then we were going to see Michael will be torn, but look at this. How cool is that? You
Oh,
can
that's
change
amazing.
the displays on the panel for the command center.
That's really
Got the
cool.
Thundercats logo. You got Hook Mountain. That's Mumra's fortress. This is something from outer space, and then I don't know, there's some kind of map, and then there's different sections here also for the other two control panels that
Oh,
can
that's
swap
awesome.
out,
That's
which
really
is
cool.
so cool. That is so freaking cool.
Wow.
And then this just shows a close up of all the other accessories and parts where you can, you put your claw shield and the sword of omens, and then the incredible tools that Panthros
Oh
workshop comes
wow.
with and stuff. But
Oh, that's so cool.
yeah,
Hot
but
off
yeah,
the press. It's funny at
this is
$500 Hasbro is just making Super 7 look good.
we're almost at 1,000 backers, but I'll give you back the screen there. Yeah, I'm trying to think, and of course the lines do have crossover fandom. I think MOTU and Thundercats more than Star Wars does, and maybe Star Wars and Marvel probably cross over a little more. But let's crowdfund a Ghost for the Toy Sorceress.
There
Oh,
we
thank
go.
you, Daniel. I'll take it and donate it to Michael because I don't even watch the new media, but that would be very nice. Why don't you crowdfund me a Cat's Lair instead?
Oh,
I'm totally
yeah,
kidding.
should
I'm
probably write
totally
that better.
kidding. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I mean, we'll see. You have 60 days to decide. How long's the Haslab for the Ghost? Is that a 45-day one?
47 days, 6 hours and 5 minutes. It has
So
672 backers right now.
it's kind of odd how there's a differentiation
Sorry,
in days.
878.
The Haslab for the Dragonfly was to start off with, I think, either 43 or 44 days. Then they added a day. Now this one has like 47. I want to plus in this comment here. Todd
Oh,
loves
geez.
toys. Thank you so much. Brand new member. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Here's towards your Ghost purchase,
Oh,
Michael. Haha.
thank
It's so
you.
nice.
It's now going to cost me
Thank you, Todd.
$494.99. That's awesome. Thank you so
Now
much.
it's a bargain.
Yeah, it's a deal. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you can buy both.
I know, right?
You need more space. That's the problem.
The problem is I want to get that 4 foot by 5 foot N1 Starfighter from Hot Toys. So it's awesome.
I know. I told you have to take your TV down in order to do that.
Jeez.
Giraffe, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You guys are great. First 5 towards your Ghost. I kid, spend it on something better like candy.
Oh, I will, my friend. I am a candy fiend. So much to the chagrin of my doctor.
What's your favorite candy, Michael?
I love what I get at the store right now are the chewy there's Jolly Rancher chewy candy that I love. It's a big bag, which is nice. And the Starburst unwrapped Reds package. Love it.
Okay. Whenever I would get Starburst, I don't get them very often, but I would always pick out the red ones because that's the ones I want. The rest I check. I didn't know they had a red pack. That's very cool.
Oh yeah, they're so good. All right, do you want to transition into our reveals we have today, Toy Sorceress?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I'm
So
gonna
I am going to, and I left this closed on purpose. I'm going to do an unboxing right now
all
for
right.
you guys on the air.
That's awesome. Very
Damn
cool.
it.
All right.
If I can only find my scissors. Give me a second. I left my scissors in the other room.
That's
One second.
okay.
I'll be right back.
While the Toy Sorceress is let's see, while she is getting herself ready, I want to see some more images of the ghost, because I need to. All right, since it's now $10 cheaper for me, thank you very much, y'all. It's going to be making it very more affordable, but man, 3 feet long again, like I don't even know if I could fit this anywhere, but man, this looks really, really cool. So I really want to wish Star Wars a good Haslab, because they've had 2 failed ones along the way.
I know, right?
Oh geez,
I have
want to plus
I have
in.
two things to unbox.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going to start with the smaller one.
All right, one more thing before we start that. Just wanted to plus in Snail's World's $2 super chat. Masterverse Blade and Sauron on the way. I hope so, but thank you so much for the $2 super chat. That was very nice of you.
Nice of you.
Yes, I really hope so. So yes, we're making that ghost more affordable right now. So
yeah, I am so glad it wasn't an Ewok village, because then I would be like, I so want it and I don't know where the hell it would go.
I know, right?
I have already like to my limit, and I forgot. I also ordered the TMNT Mutant Mayhem Turtles layer, the sewer layer playset. It's not huge, but it still takes up room. So it's kind of like a, maybe the size of like a Snake Mountain or something like that, or a little smaller. All right, guys, are you guys ready?
All right, let me give you the solo mode here. So there we go. All eyes are on you, Toy Sorceress. We're ready.
I wonder what is in the box. So first off, we have fresh from the mail, a little bent. It is Squeeze.
Nice.
Look at that.
That is so gorgeous.
He looks great, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And oh my God, look at his like arms all wrapped up in the. And I just actually, you know what? Right before our stream, I was like canceling pre-orders of extra stuff I had. I canceled out all my extra ones, and I'm like, damn, I should have kept the closed ones. That's okay. I kept telling myself I need to stop keeping figures closed. It looks incredible. So if I have time, I know it's going to be a very busy weekend. So after this weekend, I'll try and do a review on Squeeze for you guys.
Looking awesome. Who else is in the box?
Next up, coming out of the box, if he had room to be in the box, Squeeze takes up a lot of space, is none other than Spikor.
He looks gorgeous. Awesome. Wow.
Yeah, he does. And if you guys like, because I can just open them up in a minute out of their packaging. But actually I can't, because if I'm going to review them, I got to photograph them. So I'm sorry. If not, we won't have closed pictures. And then I do have one more package. And people are getting excited for Spikor, so I will put them in front of the screen one more time for you guys to see. Look how cute he looks. He looks awesome. Now I'm bummed that I canceled my extra Squeezes orders, because I probably would have wanted to keep one on card, but that's okay. And one more unboxing, because the mailman brought me some fun things today. And this is something I've been waiting for a very long time. This one will be exciting. And I think I'm going to have to open one more box out of this. Yes, I will.
Where's that from?
Is a case pack. This is a case pack. So there's a case pack here. It says McFarlane on it. I wonder what's to the side. Open this ever so carefully. And I ordered this as a case pack on purpose because I wanted to keep a couple of these carded. And I knew this was the best way to make sure it wasn't going to come folded up from anywhere. And I'm going to take these out. Oh my God. This is so cool. I'm freaking out myself. Okay. I'm going to start with my most favorite. We have DC Superpowers Batman. Oh my God. He looks so good. I feel like I'm holding the one in my hand from the freaking 1980s, guys. And if you turn it around, look how awesome now the cross cell looks with all of the different figures that are now out in the line. And you can see the vehicle. Sorry, it's all backwards for me. With the invisible jet and the Batmobile and the classic file card that's here. And the artwork, it looks just like the one from the 80s. This is awesome. And he's so nice and crisp and clean. I got these from Entertainment Earth. It was the case pack, and it came with 2 Batmans, 2 Aquamans, one Robin, and 1 Wonder Woman. So you can't have Batman without his trusty sidekick, Robin. So here he is, the Tim Drake Robin version. He looks incredible. I absolutely love this. And I've been waiting for these guys to put inside my Batmobile. I'm going to have to kick out the vintage guys because they have to go back into their vintage Batmobile. So they'll be sitting in here shortly. That is awesome. And let's keep going through this box. Next up, Joe, if you're watching, this one's for you. I dedicate this one to you. So this is the new version of Wonder Woman in her classic colors. Again, they have not changed the sculpt from the version 1 Wonder Woman that was released, but she's in her classic design, and I absolutely love it. I think she looks great, and that artwork is just incredible. Of course, they all have their different file cards in the back. And last but not least, we have King of the Seven Seas. It is Aquaman, beard and all, with long hair. No yellow shorts, but that's okay, or black shorts, but that's okay. He still looks amazing. I absolutely love these, and I am so excited that they have finally arrived. I'm a big Superpowers fan, and it couldn't have come at a better time. These literally hit my doorstep 10 minutes before we went live, so perfect timing to get those. And you know what, guys? Ordering in a case pack is the best way to do it, because then I ordered an extra Wonder Woman to keep carded and an extra Robin after the fact. And they haven't shipped yet. So this shipped first. This is the easiest thing because they don't have to open up the case and ship them out.
Yeah.
You want multiple characters in a wave, case packs are the way to go. And then they come nice and like straight. You know, they're not bent because they're not taken out of their shipper box. So
Really
there you
cool
go. Now I have my floor.
That is awesome. Congrats.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm so excited.
I gotta check my mail to see if I have anything too, but that'll be for another
You
time.
might have some other stuff as well, Michael. I know you ordered some other things that I did not get.
Yeah. I need to check too, because last time I checked, they weren't put in the mail yet. So like the label was created 3 days ago and it still hasn't updated.
You might have them sitting at your door. You never know. And if you do, we can wait for you. Thank you so much, Giraffe. I really, really appreciate it. These are awesome. I am on the lookout now for Black Manta. That one's a Walmart exclusive, so I hope to get him. McFarlane just revealed the Black Batman, Robin, Nightwing, Post, Portal, Sun Flash, Batman, a whole bunch of other stuff, Flashpoints, plus the Whirly Bat. The Whirly Bat. No way. So that's the helicopter for superpowers.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know it was hit to that. There was like that leaked list, Michael, that I told you that I was kind of squirrely about. That didn't make sense, and the Batcopter was on there. So I got to look that up, and if that is indeed the case, I will be reporting on it.
Oh, that's awesome! So cool. Yeah, so my figures will actually be here tomorrow. So if you got them out in the mail on time, I would have had them now. But yeah,
darn it! You ordered them way before me.
Yeah, Serpent Claw, Man at Arms, and the Eternian Snake. I forget what his name is already.
Snake Infiltrator.
Snake Infiltrator. That's right. Snake Man Infiltrator.
Yes.
So.
Thank
That
you,
is
Joe.
awesome. You're going to have a good time later today then with all your new stuff.
I am. And I've also ordered a set of shelves. So I will be putting them up hopefully sometime this weekend. And then I can display some more figures standing up there. Nice. I moved my whole desk literally like an hour before we went on the air on... Was it Thursday or Wednesday night? I don't remember. It's been a long week. And I just threw this stuff, just pinned them up on the wall real quick so I had a background. But I know how much you guys love looking at figures sitting behind us, so I will be adding some shelving so you can look at some more fun stuff.
Awesome.
I got to make sure it clears high enough for the eventual Cats layer. So I'm gonna have to angle the camera up so you guys can see it.
Coming to the Toy Sorceress's room next year.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's like as you see it like in living color now at the show. It's like you want it now.
I want it now. I know. It's like it looks like it's done. It's not.
Yeah.
The Cats layer is not coming out till October of next
That's
year.
crazy. It's a long time to wait.
I know. But that's okay because I'll have everything settled and we'll have Eternia by then. And I haven't ordered it yet, but I'll get a table for that. How many of you guys out there got Eternia? Are you guys stoked? You know we're getting it in just a few short months, right?
That's crazy to think about, huh?
I know. Well, you know what's coming first is the Hiss Tank. The Hiss Tank is supposed to ship soon. Right?
Oh, nice.
Probably like another month or so.
Yeah, it's like Hiss Tank, Snake Mountain will come before Eternia.
Yep.
I'm trying to see
Eternia.
if
The Snake Mountain's coming at the end of next month.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Man, the Ghost at $500, it's at 1,500 backers already. So maybe they'll have some success at this one. They only need 8,000.
Oh my God.
So
wow.
Who knows?
Well, I mean, good for the Star Wars team. They need to have a win. You know, they deserve it. And Douglas Yon, thank you again for becoming a member. Welcome to the crew. And he definitely ordered Eternia. Yeah, I am super excited now that I actually have somewhere to put it. But I still haven't bought the desk for it yet, but it will have a spot.
That's fun. You can go shopping for things to put your stuff on.
I know. Well, it's just on like Amazon or online furniture buying.
That's hilarious.
That is awesome. Yeah, I hope that this new Haslab doesn't affect, you know, the Cat Slayer funding too much. But yeah, there's a little bit of fan crossover there, so we'll see. Now people are going to be torn.
Yeah, this is a good question. Do you think Mattel will make a killing with Barbie because of the movie? So my family went out and saw the Barbie movie on Wednesday. I don't even think it was out. I think it was like a pre-screening or something, but
okay, cool.
Who knows? Like my daughter really loved it. So, I mean, I wish them all luck because it funds not only Barbie, but like the whole Mattel series of Masters of the Universe too.
Oh, totally. Yeah, that's going to help the whole brand and it'll just give them more buying power to make more cool toys. And we wish Mattel all the success in the world so they don't have to make tough decisions and start cutting stuff from different lines. So just, you know, Barbie's going to help everybody.
Wow. So I was just looking at box office numbers. So it officially comes out today and they've already pulled in $22.3 million just in previews.
Oh my gosh.
So it looks like they're looking at $150 million opening for Barbie.
Oh my God. That's incredible.
Which helps everyone. And Joe loves Barbie, so he will be sure seeing the movie.
That is so cool. That is awesome. Well, this has been a very exciting day. Some cool reveals, and you know, we all knew that it was going to be the Ghost for the Star Wars Haslab, so no surprise there. There were some fake posts going around of a photoshopped Ewok village, and I for 1 second fell for it. I gotta say, I was like, oh my God, Ewok village. But you know, because I scrolled by it so quickly, and then when I tried to go back and find it, it was gone. I guess they deleted it, and I was like, because I didn't get to like zoom in on it, especially, you know, on Instagram. If you're on your phone, you can't really like zoom in on the photos, which to me makes no sense because it's an app for photo viewing, and you pinch it and it kind of it bounces back. But it was a Photoshop job. I'm glad it's the Ghost because couldn't afford another play set. But yeah, I wonder who all is going to back the Ghost out there in the chat.
That's a good question. I'm definitely considering it because there've been some past Star Wars Haslab or like the like Jabba the Hutt sail barge I would have loved, but I wasn't really into Star Wars back then. So flash forward to today, like if you want to get that sail barge on the secondary market, it's like thousands of dollars. I'm like, come on.
I know.
If anyone
I
listening
know.
has a sail barge, an extra one that they want to sell at cost, I'll be happy to take it off your hands. So
Take it off
probably.
your heads. But at least now you're able to get the Jabba the Hutt, right? Because he came with the Jabba, didn't it? The sail barge.
Yeah.
So now Jabba's up for
Yeah. So yeah, I got that. I pre-ordered the Jabba the Hutt vintage collection figure, and then luckily Hasbro Pulse put the like Bib Fortuna throne room from the Book of Boba Fett in there, so that's gonna look really, really nice. You just basically
That's gonna be
take out
awesome.
Bib and put in Jabba, and you have a whole Jabba's palace.
That's awesome. So I have a question for you. Where the flock are you going to put that one?
Nowhere.
That's kind of a big playset too.
It's
right?
huge. I know. I think it's about time to get rid of my TV because I rarely watch TV or play games in here anymore. So yeah,
that's going to open up a lot of room. I mean, I'm sitting where I used to have a sofa in this room, but I expanded into a second room. So, oh well. That's how I made myself some space. Joe's going to get the Cat's Lair. Okay, so everybody out in the chat, are you either getting the Cat's Lair or the Ghost? That's what we want to know. Hot off the heels of the Dragonfly.
Yes, and James is waiting for the Transformers Haslab. Rumors has it's a G1 Metroplex. If they do that, that's another thing that I might consider buying. Like I do have a love-hate relationship with Transformers, but I do have a lot of the G1 collection above the vintage Thundercats. Thank you, Toy Sorceress.
Fault.
I also have some really nice Legend of Zelda statues too that I love.
That's awesome.
So, anyway,
that is so cool. Yeah, I started showing you my Thundercats, and then like an hour or two later, you're like, "Oh my god, there's this cool lot on eBay. Should I get this?" And it was like every freaking figure.
It was good, but
that was an incredible lot.
It did come with a really nice Jaga, so
I can't complain. I was so jelly of your Jaga that for months I was searching for one too, and I finally got the one that's sitting back here.
All right, Joe, he is pumped about a possible Metroplex. Ryan Cole, wonderful crew member. I'll probably do both. Team Cat's Lair Ghost coming out has me slightly worried we will fund the Cat's Lair. So, all right.
Skyfall says, I used to have a sofa, now I have Cat's Lair.
Yeah. I think I said this yesterday, but like there really needs to be some oversight around some of the bigger play sets and how much they cost, because this is asking collectors a lot. And if you're like us that collect multiple toy lines, you're going to be shelling out so much freaking money in the future for this stuff. But it's all the stuff that we love. And I think it was funny. Dan texted me earlier today. He's like, or it was yesterday. He's like, I think I should have gotten a much less expensive hobby. And I was like, doing drugs is probably a more expensive hobby than collecting toys. So I think you're good.
There you go. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of expensive hobbies. Playing golf is a fortune. I don't know what else do people like to go do. All sorts of hobbies. All sorts of hobbies cost a lot of money.
That's
collecting cars, that's super expensive. So
yes,
I mean, we all have our things. This is so much fun though, right?
Oh, it totally is. Toys. Yes, and Stanley's Toy Channel reminds us that we still have Marvel to deal with too, but we actually don't cover Marvel, so we'll be looking at it from afar.
From afar, exactly. I was like looking through like all the upcoming panels, and I was like, okay, our weekend won't be too bad. We have the Joe panels tomorrow at 12:30. Is it? If I'm not mistaken.
I'm not. Yeah, I think that rings a bell. But so I guess the next
I could be wrong. Hold on a sec. I'll let you know. I don't want to give anyone incorrect information. I'm just remembering that from the top of my head. So if you give me a moment, I will tell you what time the G.I. Joe panel is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Drugs is a hobby. I don't know. Maybe for some people. 1 p.m. is the panel for G.I. Joe. They're going to be doing some new reveals and some pre-orders tomorrow. So there are going to be a couple figures going up for pre-order.
Oh, awesome.
According to Emily.
Yes, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
assuming it's what the fire team going up
yep.
for pre-order as well, and
Fire
Chuckles.
Team goes up tomorrow for pre-order
Yeah,
at 2 o'clock Eastern, or 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Pulse Premium members, and then 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern for everybody else, for all the
nice.
rest of the fans. So it's, you know what, it pays to be a Pulse Premium member if you're like backing Haslabs and doing things like that, because I got free shipping on my Dragonfly, which was awesome.
Yeah, that is cool. Yes, extend
Mhm.
our Chuckles is a con exclusive, so
Yeah.
yes, he is. I'm
Yep.
assuming that they're going to put up some of the
Mhm.
figures allotment online, just like they did last
Yeah.
year with what was it, Dr. Mindbender.
Yeah. Do you want to show Chuckles vacation photos to the group?
Sure.
So there were some really cool diorama shots that went up this morning for Chuckles, and he's vacationing out in the tropics. It looks like he's having a fantastic time. So I just called it Chuckles vacation photos.
That was funny.
I
You surprised me with this one today, but those photos are they're really cool. I love that they
know,
put
right?
his black eye and toothless grin.
And he's
And
listening to his Sony Walkman there.
that's so awesome. His
I know.
Soundwave Walkman, come on.
His Soundwave Walkman. There you go.
But that's so funny because, like, yeah, he's chilling. Like, I don't. So this is after he got into the skirmish and fight with the bats. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
These are so good. This was pre when he was scoping out whether he should raid that hotel or not.
I know. He's like, should I go for the shrimp buffet or not?
Yeah,
Fairness of toys. Toys are like drugs. Yes, they are.
yes, they
They
are.
are a
But
drug of choice.
with these close-up
Yeah,
shots, you
these.
get a lot of detail in here.
Mm-hmm.
It's
He had a
very
very
cool.
exciting vacation.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm good. Oh, I love he's cuffed. So cool.
I know. He's like running away from something there.
I know, right? Yeah, awesome
Yeah.
pictures.
Oh,
Yeah,
those are
so
great.
we got a lot of stuff coming tomorrow as
Mm-hmm.
well, right? So yeah, we'll have full
Yeah.
coverage on that GI Joe panel as well, right?
Yep.
We'll just
Yeah, we
keep
will be covering it fully.
feeding
And
the machine.
yep, look out for our article on the website first on toyhabits.com, and then we'll shortly follow up with a live stream sometime tomorrow afternoon. Just
Yep.
be sure to check our YouTube channel and our Instagram, and we'll let you guys know when we're going live, and have still images and information on all of the releases for tomorrow, and pre-order links if they are live before we go live, and if not, they will get added into the article as soon as we get off.
Yes, yeah, it's very fun to hang out with everybody and talk shop and toys. I picture Chuckles listening to Toto's Africa. That's awesome.
I know. That's awesome.
So funny. Well, good. Well, yes, we will. I think I'm going to take a little break after this.
Yes, you need to. We
Actually, I haven't eaten yet. So I know.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God! I told you. Did you have lunch?
I
You said you were
so
getting lunch.
I know. I thought I ran out of Safeway without my sandwich.
Oh no! You need to go eat, Michael.
You are very welcome, Bethany, Beth, and thank you for tuning in across the pond. Yeah, it's so fun to hang out and talk toys with
Yeah.
everybody, especially on this exciting weekend of Comic-Con 2023. So it's fun.
We had a fantastic time. We will see you sometime tomorrow afternoon after the GI Joe live stream, and looking forward to seeing you all back here tomorrow. Good afternoon, everybody, and just be sure to check our website, because if we get more news tonight, we'll be updating it as soon as stuff breaks.
Yes, and we might be going live again. Who knows? So
If there's
keep you on
something
your toes.
pressing, then you never know.
All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your Friday, and hopefully we'll see you again, I'm sure, either tonight or tomorrow. So
Yeah.
have a great night and evening. We will see you later. Bye, y'all.